It is, and I think there are four guys we talk as a staff. One might be a better shooter than the other guy. One might be better defensive than the other guy. One might understand things a little bit better. So one might have all the tools, but some just ain't clicking right. So we got about four guys. We got to figure out they have to figure out which two will fight for those minutes.
Do they know that? Do they know who they are?
They don't necessarily know it. But, they can gauge how practice goes because everybody has an opportunity right now, and I'll try to stay consistent with that. But because, again, these are things that we talk about as a staff, but they present, each one of them has something a little bit different. But the most important thing offensively, they take care of the ball and do the things and understand the system, and defensively being able to do their job. So just, again, one does something a little bit better than the other guy.
Talking to Antonio and the other guys, I mean, this is not like you went to California and found a JUCO point guard that nobody really knows about. They all know him. He knows them. They all wanted him. They all recruited him. How big of an advantage is that?
It helped a great deal, but also he understood our system and he understood our team. He knew there was a need for him, an opportunity to come in and play right away. So that part helped as well. Because you're talking about an experienced guy, that he's also very hungry to be successful. I think in some ways he plays with a chip on his shoulder as well. So just excited. But those guys really embraced him from day one, and they understand the need for a guy like that, a guy that can push the ball, a guy that can make shots, a guy that has a level of toughness to him too. So, and they've hit it off very well.
Now, I mean, he's got to learn the Tennessee way and your way, but still, with his background, it's not like you're having to start from scratch and teaching toughness or leadership.
Not at all. And then when you have a guy that's hungry to be successful, you just put him in position to be successful because he wants to be a good basketball player. He's been around these guys. When I was recruiting him, he's telling me things about the team that I didn't think he knew at the time, just in doing his research and doing his homework. So that part was good.
What was the very first contact, or you even hearing about this might be a possibility? What do you remember about that?
You hear stuff through the grapevine. There's guys in the Memphis area just saying, I think this could happen because the stuff that was going on with Tariq Black, they say this could possibly happen. When they said about Tariq Black and it happened, I think Adonis might have been leaving, that could happen. Then all of a sudden this might happen. So we just waited to the opportune time, the right time to obviously communicate with him, and then we went from there.
Okay. This year people are talking about Tennessee preseason polls, this, that, and the other. Does that matter to you?
Not really. We were picked to finish 11th. We picked to finish 1 year 4th. Really doesn't matter. I mean, I think at the end of the day, my approach never changed. I love the part of practice. I love the part in getting better, seeing our guys improve as individual basketball players on and off the court. No, it doesn't. It doesn't change for me. I mean, I love this part in this time of year.
But I know it doesn't matter to maybe what, you still got to prove it on the practice floor and in games, but is it good to have people, is it good for the hype or interest in the program?
I always think that's good for a program and a university. I think that's great anytime you get that level of recognition as a university. This is one of the best universities in the country, but anytime you get that type of recognition is always a good thing. So that part is great, but that's more so for the university and our guys than for me. I mean, my job, it never changes. My approach never changes.